Columbia Lighthouse for the Blind presents Questions for the Blind, Part 2. Do you watch TV or go to the movies?
I go to the movies at least twice a year, and I'm an old television fan. I like the older television shows. So
I certainly do, yes. Well, of course, I don't have any residual vision now, so it's all a process of listening, and what a lot of sighted people don't realize is that you gain a lot from listening.
I love going to the movies. It's a really good social activity to do with friends. I just saw Godzilla at the weekend because a friend talked me into that, and usually I can figure out what's going on just by the dialogue. Sometimes I may need someone to tell me, but most of the time I can just figure it out. I do watch TV. You know, I like some of the TV shows. I like The Top Chef and American Idol and The Voice. And really, it's just how anyone else would watch TV or go to a movie. And
I do. Obviously, what makes it more enjoyable nowadays is the audio description available. The scripted video is a third track added to the AV tracks, the audio-visual tracks of a movie or a TV show even, that allows for the description of activities that would otherwise be visually observed.
Do you attend events such as concerts, sporting events, plays, or nightclubs?
Concerts, plays, I'm not so much on sporting events, but I did go to a wrestling thing with my son one time. But concerts, yes, I was at a concert earlier this week, and plays I love to go to, absolutely. The only thing you didn't ask about yet that I really stay away from is ballet, because it's so much about the dancing.
We are outgoing people.
yeah. And that, and
We're not
and
sitting here moping and
we
feeling
meet
sorry for
people,
ourselves. We get out.
I do enjoy a variety of social activities, so you could easily find me in a jazz lounge more so. Nightclubs, I don't do too much anymore. I do enjoy plays, and I do enjoy other cultural events that don't necessarily have descriptive services available.
I go to concerts. I go to especially lots of sporting events. I've been to football games, been to hockey games. Matter of fact, I just went to a hockey game last Saturday. I go to baseball games. And so when I go to a game, I usually take my radio with me.
I do. I go to, I go to bars, I go to nightclubs, I go to lounges, I go to concerts. I love baseball games. I love going to any kind of sporting event, any kind of play. The only adjustment I'll make sometimes is I will leave my dog at home, especially if I'm at like a concert or a sporting event or something where there's not a lot of room for the dog. In those cases, I'll take a cane, or I'll just go sighted guide with a friend. But I do all those things and enjoy all those things and get probably just as much pleasure out of those things as anybody else.
How do you use paper currency?
I use my iPhone, and it has an app on it called Money Reader, and I take the camera and I position it above the bill, and it reads out the denomination to me, and then I put them in different places in my wallet so I know what's ones and what's fives.
Say if I have a stack of bills, but there's fives, tens, and twenties, what I'll do is I'll put the largest denomination at the top and the smallest denomination at the bottom. Or sometimes what I'll do is I'll separate the singles, like the $1 bills, keep the other ones in another section of my wallet. But I usually have it set up so I know what's on top and what's on the bottom.
I turn my paper money on the backside, on the backside, and the way they have it printed, the numbers are enlarged, and I have to put it close to my face to see the numbers, but all of them except the ones, the numbers are enlarged, so that's how I do it.
I have a wallet that has several sections in it, and so I will put my ones in one section and my fives in another.
I don't have one of those devices that reads the dollar bill for you. So when I am dealing with currency, say in a store, what I have is a wallet that's big enough for me to have different denominations in different places in my wallet, so that if I need to pull out a $10 bill, I look in the $10 bill place, and if I got a bill there, I know it's a 10. And the reason why I know that is when I receive currency, I organize it immediately.
Do you live independently?
Yep, I do live independently. I have an apartment in Northwest DC, and it's not very big, so I can take care of it easily. I sometimes have people help me read my mail or things like that I can't do, or replace my smoke detector batteries or things of that sort. But other than that, yeah, I think most blind people are pretty self-sufficient. We can cook and clean.
I do live independently. My wife is also totally blind as well.
I mean, I have family in the area, but I do live independently, yes.
How do you cook?
I download a lot of stuff from the internet. So I use my iPhone, and I look at the recipe on my phone, and I just do what it says.
I was in the catering business. So cooking is something like, how you say I could do it blindfolded? It's not that much of an adjustment to me.
How do you keep your home organized?
I just kind of know where things are. And then, my mom, when I first moved in, we organized all the cabinets and drawers and everything, so I know where things were. And I do have a cleaning person that comes every few weeks, and she just does a deep clean so that I can kind of maintain the rest.
How do you use computers or smartphones?
I use a screen reader. So the screen reader reads the screen to me. And the same thing with my iPhone. It has a touch screen, because a lot of people ask that, how do you use an iPhone? Well, I have every iPhone, every Apple device now has accessibility built right into it in the settings. So I can go to my iPhone, turn it on, and then use a different set of gestures to control my phone and have it read the screen to me. Same thing with a computer. I can use the speech output and it reads the contents of the screen, and also it reads back to me when I'm typing.
Well, I use a screen reader. JAWS is the best known one that I use. I can use others.
Please enjoy the rest of our series by subscribing to our YouTube channel.